But I used to never run outside. I always ran in the hallway up and down. I was like, hope nobody's on this floor. And you're always in some older, grand, beautiful hotel with a long ass hallway. So I would run up and down the hallways, a whole bunch of laps up down the hallway. But when for some reason in Denver, I had some family from the Quad Cities, which is Rock Island, Davenport, Bowling, blah blah blah. And I was trying to see them, but I knew that Denver had this dope ass hat. It's like if you ever see a video, Prince got this big hat on, this gray hat. That's my hat, and I had it on one time myself, and then he wore it and was like, "You need to donate this." And I'm like, "Excuse me, you're the one, Prince. I'm in the time. Remember, I'm not donating shit." Anyway, he you see him still wearing that hat. But I went to get this hat in Denver, so I'm walking, blah 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 blah. I find a hat store and I buy this cool hat that I could barely afford, but it was dope. Get back to the hotel with that. But on my way back, they had this lady store with like because it was just stupid of me to do it, but I had to do it. What else was I gonna do? But they had this, like it's not even a big and tall store. It was just like yacht, size store. So I went in there and bought like a pair of drawers that you could put on the bumper of your car for a what are those things called? A bra?
The car bra. Yeah, the bra.
I just bought the biggest pair of drawers I could afford because they had bigger ones, but I couldn't afford them. I got this up to the size that I could afford. And that means if you stand in front of you and put your arms out in front of you, straight from your parallel from your shoulders, and then move them out just a little bit, that's how big they were. So, and they were bloomers. They wasn't like no little cute shit. They was like the old school sexies. And so on, I think, what's the song? Let's work. I'll work all night. Yeah, he says something at the end of Let's Work, right? He talks some sexy shit, some sassy shit or something at the end of Let's Work. I'll do something what he'll do. I can't remember if it was that song or that. It was Let's Work because I was going to think it was Private Joy, but it was Let's Work. So he puts the song, every night on that song. And so it was the last date of the tour. We're now on the last day. We're in Ohio. We're in, I think, Dayton or something, Ohio, because Roger Troutman's on the tour too. But the venue, this venue was like almost 20 feet in the air. It was way up there for some reason. I have no idea. But it was a big ass venue. So it was the last day and we was going to have a food fight and this, that, and the other. So I go, Prince, every night he would do this thing. And he'd pull a, whatever he was saying, let's work. He would pull these little underwear out of his pocket and he would twirl them and I think throw them in the audience or something. So I go, yeah, I got his ass on this shit. So I took out them little cute drawers and put in them extra drawers. And he was on stage. I'm on the side of the stage. He's none the wiser. But he would pull those out all sexy, but he pulls these out and it's like a magician with the scarf. It's like that shit ain't never stopping. He's like, pull more. And then when he just saw how much it was, he looked over at us like, man, he looked over at me like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. He was not, so he be fucking with you, but he ain't about the jokes if you do the jokes back to him. So, but I didn't care. I'm like, it's the last day of tour. What you gonna do? You can't fire me. I'm going home anyway. So I put them big ass drawers in there and he pulled this shit out. And then he pulled some more, and he pulled some more. And for me, that shit had me crying. So I thought he would be, it would be funny to him too. And so he looks at me, and I'm standing on the side of the stage. I'm on the left hand side of the stage. So I'm like looking at him, I'm crying. I'm like, oh, I'm at the monitor board. I'm crying, and he's looking at us like, I will kill you. He's looking like that. Like it ain't no. And the more the madder he gets, I'm gone even more. It's like that shit is so hilarious. When he made no play, he gave up no play. He was like, he's like mumbling shit through clenched teeth now. I'm on the floor. I'm behind the board. You can't even see me.